Welcome back to another trip, man. Y'all here with Trippy Joker. We got Denisha Vaughn, owner of 721 Minted. Tell us about yourself.
Hey, so I am the owner of 721 Mental Urban Juice Bar. It was definitely something that I birthed it out of necessity. It is a place where it's all things wellness, our community oasis. So yeah, 721. I will say that 721 is where seven letters, two words, one meaning equates to love you. So it's love you meant it. That was definitely my mantra to tell myself when I went through an issue with my stomach, where I had to basically learn to re-eat again. So all of my recipes, to my juices, to my smoothies, tell a story. And once I was able to get through that whole process, I now have delivered it to my community.
Right, right. So you call yourself a juicologist. What does that mean?
So for me, I take and bring all the juice flavors together. It's like a mixologist. They just can taste the flavors. I could smell it. So I know what all goes together, how they can benefit. It's really more or less just being able to bring some stuff that you just hate into making it something that you love. And that's what most people, they come in here, they're like, how did you even do that? And it's like, all because I've done that research. And then now I feel like I just had that gift of knowing what, how good it is. So,
Right. What are some of your favorite flavors that you've made over the years?
oh my goodness, Mint to Beat is one of my favorite. My firstborn, it's like my firstborn child. So, with that flavor, I had to learn how to eat beets. Beets were horrible. I grew up on pickled beets. So if you could only imagine me, the doctor saying you need beets, heart health, good blood, doing all that. I was like, I'm not eating a beet. And so I was like, I'll do it in the juice. And I probably messed up about 100 recipes trying to figure out something with that. But I made it into a tropical delight. But what they say, if you start getting something on your palate and then your body gets used to it. So my body now craves beets. I love beets. I eat them raw. So yeah. That's my favorite. That one, you definitely it's like a tropical escape because you got your pineapple, your oranges,
Yeah,
your lemon, coconut water. Something I'm missing out on the apples, and beet and mint. And no, the beet isn't over flavorful. It's really good. So you'll have an opportunity to come try it, I'm sure.
wow. And who do we have here today with?
I have my daughter. She's my right hand. This is my youngest of seven
Wow.
daughters. So I have a total, actually, I'm sorry, seven children. She's the youngest daughter of all of my daughters. So she's actually number six. But my right hand, she is a homeschooler that gets to get a lot of her skills here. We do this as a business management for her.
Yeah.
And she's actually a pre-professional ballerina. Her name is JL. Hi.
So how do you like the business? What would you represent it as? Describe it as, I'm sorry.
Mm, Describing it, it's like really fun and chill in here a lot. It's like really nice, especially like when you can bond with customers as well. Like we've grown so many bonds over the years with a lot of our customers. So it feels nice to do that. And I love just helping people. It's nice. Yeah.
That's nuts. And tell us a little bit about your ballerina experience.
So I've been dancing for about 8 years now, going on 9 this August. And juicing helps a lot with it. Last year I was a horrible eater. I hated that. I ate a lot of junk food. I did not eat any of my vegetables. I was a bad eater last year. The amount of times my mom told me, you need to eat vegetables, you need a salad, you need this, I just didn't. So this year I've drunk a lot of juice, I eat salads, I drink a lot of water now. Helps a lot. It helps with a lot of like inflammation and stuff,
That's good.
like knee injuries, because I've been messing around with a couple of my knees and my ankles, so that helps around with that as well.
That's good. So can you speak on the importance of encouraging your children to be healthy in the way of like juicing or just paying attention to their diet?
Yes. So kids we know always go off that beaten path, but it's the seeding part. So she was seeded healthy. but I did have to let her learn the hard way. But I try to do a lot with mirroring. So my children mirror what I do versus me telling them what to do. And I think that that's a good way to kind of introduce them into any healthy habit. Along with that, ballet helps because they also teach them that. But it's all the same advice that they hear me talking to my customers about, that I use myself, and now she sees it for herself. She's actually able to, like she tell you, it's good for her inflammation, making sure she's hydrated, making sure she's eating the right things. Um, it's just all about seeing them do it. So if you want your kids to do it, you got to do it in front of them. And sometimes it's just a matter of, oh, this is good, it's good, and have someone try it, and then later they may say, well, let me try it. Well, what you just did was let them get the taste on their tongue, so the taste buds now are gonna crave it at some point in their life. We don't know if it's next week, it could be 5 years from now, but they got it, so you did your job as a parent. And now she's doing good, she eats really good, and she understands the importance of eating as her being an athlete, because as you would think ballet isn't, I mean, she's there 5 days a week. And like many of my customers, they're busy, they're on the go, they're not getting their daily nutrition for their fruits and vegetables, their daily intake, and so my juices could supply that. Basically, when you cold press, I don't know if you know about cold pressing.
Yeah, I got a corporate machine.
Awesome. So that's really good. So, I mean, just with the cold pressing, you know that you're consuming more than what you could in one sitting. On top of that, you're obtaining those phytonutrients, all the nutrition, I mean, all the antioxidants that sometimes we won't get because our chewing process does that for us. And the average person doesn't chew what they're supposed to chew. Well, so, yeah, I'm supposed to chew 40 times. I'm not chewing 40 times for one bite. You'd be starved.
40 pounds.
Yeah, they say you're supposed to chew 40 times to break your food down, because that's why most of us have stomach issues, like I did, because you're not breaking down your food, so your stomach has to go into overdrive. It's like going, 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 where we should have done our job in the beginning. And a lot of our nutrition is in the bite. When you're breaking it down, you're getting all of it there. But if you're not, the acid's eating it up, so you're just wasting your time.
Wow. You learn something new every day. I didn't know that. That's very interesting. Um, so what else could you tell us, about informative information for health?
Well, I say juicing is great, but again, we are all born with teeth. So we just need to be eating, our fruits and vegetables, making sure we're drinking water. The average person is not drinking enough water. Here I have a Kangen water machine, so I use it in all my products that have water. So if it's lemonade tea, you're getting a medical grade alkaline water. It's great for cellular boost, have antioxidants, pH balance. It's really good. It's still water. You can tell the difference. So hydration is key. And a lot of people say, "Oh, I drink water." Then I say, "Well, how much did you drink?" "Oh, I drank 2 cups." I'm like, "That's not enough." And then if you drink 2 cups today, 2 cups tomorrow, still not enough based off people's sizes. And so we're actually walking around dehydrated and don't even know it, thinking we're getting enough, and we're not. So I mean, our bodies is made up of water. We need that. Um, there's so many different fads of what you can do. Sea moss, wheatgrass. Um, I mean, I can name so many, but getting any of those will work. But do your research. Sea moss is amazing. 92 essential minerals out of 102 that our body is made up of. And I mean, that's one of the best things that you could get as far as your body naturally absorbing it. Like if you had like a vitamin, I don't want to call out a name, but
Yeah.
a vitamin, your body has to take it in and then separate it and say, hey, this is going to work, this is not, and then dump it out. So you're not even getting all of that. But sea moss is a naturally absorbed, so you're getting it. It does have iodine, which is good for like thyroids, and then you have all your vitamins, selenium and magnesium and all these things in there. So it has good things, but again, you have to still consult a physician because it's other health
Right.
issues. And that's why, like, when people do my juicing, like my juice cleanses, I like to ask them, I give them like a 15-minute consult. There's not one person that's bought a juice cleanse from me that didn't have it. And they have, I made sure that they, like, one, are you on blood thinners? Because if they are, they can't have all the greens that
Right.
maybe someone else could have. Because it thins out the blood. It's vitamin K and all the greens. So I have to know that too. And so it's things that I'm not a doctor. I'm just playing one. But no, I'm not. I'm not gonna play a doctor at all.
You're a juicologist.
Yeah, yeah, but I need to know those things. Like, hey, and then I'll tell them, make sure they consult their doctor. They're taking certain medication. Uh, those are things that I always do, and I always let them, at least need 3 days before you do a cleanse. Don't do it without it because it will make your cleanse miserable. You need to kinda prep yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had experiences with like fasting and then juice cleansing, so it's very interesting. I might have to try yours out one day for sure.
Uh,
Oh, can you speak on like some of the events that you posted or anything that you got coming up?
sure. I am always hosting some kind of juicing 101. I'm also actually this weekend, I'm gonna talk about this one so I don't forget. Or it's gonna be my Oso cold pressed juice fest. So I've had this dream for years. It's like when we don't have it in the city, but to like bring cold pressed juice into the community. And so when I look at it, I think of my senior, anyone older than me, they look at me like, what is juicing? What is that? We can't eat that raw. We shouldn't do this. They've been taught a different thing. It's a different generation. Anyone under me, it's like, oh, I'll try it. And so I want everyone to be able to experience juice, and not everyone has the finances to buy my juice and then say, "Oh, I don't like it," or "Oh, I love it." I tend to always get great results, and maybe someone says, "Oh, I don't know if I love beets." Tend to love it. So I want people to be able to come out and try it without having to be financially obligated. It'll be samples, and then kind of introduce them into that world, and then just bring some positivity to the community about wellness. Like wellness should not be bad. Like we go to the doctor and you don't want to hear it, but if we can introduce even one juice into our diet a week, if you never had nothing, that's something good. And then maybe you can get to a day. And I've converted so many of my customers to just going out there doing their own thing. They're actually juicing. I'm so proud. I just had one come in here last week and it said, "You changed my life." And they now juice. They're no longer my customer to get juice, but they get other things from me. But I'm so proud because she took 2 of my classes, got the actual juicer that I suggested, and then her family has been forever changed. So that's what I'm here to do. I wanna change lives, so.
So put the people on like what juicing do you suggest, and
Whoa.
if they're getting into it, like what are some easy flavors that someone could use?
Well, awesome. So, I love the Nama juicer, J2. That hands down, I love it, and the Covens juicer. I have many of them. I probably have about 15 juicers. So, I use I use a lot of juicers, but those are my favorite. They can be costly, but you can get them on Afterpay. They always have a special, but they are definitely worth the money because if you invest in a juicer, and you want a masticating one that's moving slow, it's for cold press. But if you invest in one that maybe only be $100 or $200, and it doesn't, if your pulp is not dry, then you're wasting your money because then you're not getting out all the juice that you can get. And then you're discouraged because you look up, you have all this, enough to fill this table and then have this much juice in your cup.
Yeah.
So that's where I will teach you and show you. And as far as recipes, I will have some online, but I mean, I would say start off with the basics. Start with a basic apple juice. Apple juice is one to start. You're gonna yield some juice, that's good, and then I always tell people to layer it, so you can add herbs in there. You can do, even right now, watermelon season, perfect for juicing.
Right.
If it's watermelon, use strawberries with it, use lemon. Easy, nothing else. I mean, it's put it in the juicer and you're yielding all that good nutrition. And then if you want the pulp, save it, make it into something that you use in your smoothie or bake it. Use it in bread, muffins.
There's a lot of different treats that you can use for the pulp.
It is, yeah. And that's that soluble fiber. We need it. We do need the fiber. But when our digestive system needs to break, that's when you don't want it.
Hmm. So what are some of your interests outside of juicing?
Oh, I am a family girl. So again, I have 7 kids. Looking forward to a cruise, getting out of here. I love traveling. But then I'm always in the community, so I'm always volunteering or doing something for someone else. I am a giver by nature. That's my love language. So some people even walk in here, I'm like, oh, you can have that. And it's like, that's just me. I like to give something, whether it's knowledge, time, energy, product. But that's definitely me. And that's why this, like I said, back to that Juice Fest, Saturday between 10 and 6.
Yeah.
I'm giving away items, and then we'll have vendors here. And I'm kind of just went out of your question into another one, but I did want
Fun. Yeah.
I did want to say there's going to be some vendors here. all that are supporting wellness. Like, they want you to see that they're all here to make you feel good on the inside and outside. It's gonna be amazing, and we'll have 3 different DJs, our vendors. You're gonna have cold pressed juice, gonna have some classes. We're gonna have a panel, little workshops, where you can do a juicing one-on-one. That'll be a great place you can do it. I'm about to send out, and the next day where people can sign up that have already registered, because you do have to register for my Juice Fest, so I kinda know who all's coming.
Right.
But all my registrants.
Link will be below.
Yep, we're gonna definitely send that out, and so it'll fill up fast. But we'll have that. We're gonna have a doctor here talking about hormones and juicing, so a lot of people could help balance their hormones and reset. And then we're gonna talk about water kefir. I mean, it's just so many different things that we can do to help ourselves. So this is a way for us to help ourselves, and this is what I like to do in my spare time. Like, this is I love this. So
Like community building. I did hear you say that you like traveling. So what are some of your favorite places that you've been out of the country or,
So one of my favorite places is Gatlinburg. I swear I love that place because I love all the trees. I'm a mountain girl, but I love the Green Mountains. I've been all over the US. So I do like the rocky ones. So I'm not nothing against y'all West Coast. I love it. But I after so long, those mountains get like, oh,
yeah,
at least in the Green Mountains, it feels like little hilly
right.
puffballs or something. But I do love Gatlinburg. Now, as far as out of the country, one of my favorite was I like Jamaica, Turks and Caicos.
That's nice.
Even Mexico was amazing for me.
I'm about to go to Cabo next in 2 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wish I was going. Like, yeah, I've been trying. The Bahamas was okay, but I went there after a hurricane, so yeah,
Yeah.
they were rebuilding. So I'm gonna give them another try. I just but it was beautiful. It just they had a lot. And I mean, that was like, oh man, that's sad. So I didn't feel good enjoying myself, knowing that they were experiencing some hardship. So that was the only thing. The energy was different, but they were still like pushing. So yeah, this is some of my favorite places. Yeah, this is my favorite, and I do love Dallas.
Yeah.
My daughter,
Dallas is fun.
yeah, my daughter's down there. I have my number 2 is down there, and I love going down to Dallas. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's dope. And so where can they follow you on Instagram support the 721 Minted Journey?
Okay, well, you can follow me at 721 Minted, which is MINTIT at IG. So you're gonna find me 721 Minted. Website seven is www.721mintit.com. So I mean, I'm trying to keeping the trend, making it easy, but 721mintit.com, and there you'll be able to find our events. We just had a Yelp event. We are going to be doing Norton Bourbon and Bow Ties this week, so that one's where we're giving back, and it benefits children with Norton's Children's Hospital, where someone receives an organ or something from all the people's benefits. So it's an amazing event. So I love doing that and being a part of it. I have a few things in my pipeline coming up, so I'm excited. So you're gonna see us everywhere. Top of that, we're at farmers market. So we're at Bardstown Rose Farmers Market and Iroquois Park Farmers Market right
How
now.
often is that?
Well, Bardstown Road, which is the original one, 1722 Bardstown Road, it's in the Presbyterian Church parking lot, and we're there from 8 to 12. So it's all year long. And then in the winter, it goes from 9 to 12. But y'all need those hours, not yet. And you follow me, you'll be able to see those things. So I'm trying to make sure that my presence is in the community. And then we're supposed to be starting with Shively Farmers Market. And so which I'll be a little bit everywhere. And where I'm not, my peers are, because I work well with all the juicologists in the city. So
That's dope. That's dope. Well, shout out to 721 Minted. The Tryp has reached this destination. I know y'all have enjoyed this journey with Denisha Vaughn. Any last words?
hey, the mission is to get everyone healthy, and you are the goal. That's what I feel.
Facts. And as we always say, life's a trip. We out.
Love you, man.